Good morning, guys. It's day 25 today, and today I'm taking you along in a point of view of a sailor. The day in the life of a sailor did really well, so I just put the camera on my forehead, and now you can see what I'm actually doing throughout the day. I try to, cut in some interesting parts. Here I wake up, and the sun is already very much out. It's getting dawn at like 4:30. And there's not a lot of wind, so I decide to take away the gennaker that I put already on the deck from the night before, because I'm not gonna fly it anymore. And I have decided to raise the mainsail and jibe it to the other side, so we're gonna fly wing on wing. Throughout the night I've only been flying the gennaker, the pulled out Genoa. But now we can use, there's a little bit more wind and we can use some more speed, and there should be more wind coming throughout the day. I've decided to raise the mainsail and fly wing on wing. So I need to remove the preventer from one side because it was still on the starboard side, and I put the preventer on the port side. So I attach that one to the end of the boom. The preventer makes sure that when I have the boom all the way out, it's a line going forward and it goes back to the cockpit. So I can put some force on there so the boom is locked in place. It can't swing back, for example, during accidental jibe. So that is a safety precaution. So I go to the mainsail and I start raising it. And soon enough, I put the boat more into the wind. So we're sailing upwind here a little bit, but I didn't put it enough into the wind, and I didn't let out the main sheet enough. So we're running into the lazy jacks. So I have to go back, make sure the boat goes a little bit more upwind, and we let out the main sheet a little bit more. And now we can raise the mainsail all the way. That's what I wanted. So here we're getting to the last bit of the mainsail. It's not the easiest to raise the mainsail while not completely sailing upwind, but it works if you take some patience and if you have the angles right. Here the mainsail is fully raised, but it's still on the starboard side. So now we want to jibe it to the other side. So to do that, I make it all the way to the center. So I pull the main sheet all the way tight. I change course a little bit so it jibes. Sometimes I just give the boom a push as well to make it jibe so it doesn't knock around too much. And here we have it wing on wing. So we have the mainsail on the port side and we have the Genoa pulled out on the starboard side. This provides us with the most downwind sail area and the most stable because both of them are locked in place. So that's what I wanted. In full, it took me 18 minutes, I think, was the real full-time time. So after that, it's time for a little cool down and some breakfast. So get my yogurt out of the fridge. I still have one kiwi left. I think that's the last kiwi. I could have bought more. They're still quite hard, so I could have bought more. It's the last kiwi. Yes, I eat them with the skin. I throw away the ends, and I get my yogurt out. I put some muesli in there. Put the kiwi in there. I'm on the last of the calendar with the candy, and here I find out that it stops at the 24th. It stops on Christmas Eve. I rip open the whole calendar, but there's nothing in there anymore. I thought it went to the end of the month, like they usually go. This one only goes to the 24th, so I felt a little bit cheated. I go upstairs, turn on some music, and just have a little chill. Always in the shade because the sun is crazy hot and it just burns your skin within a couple minutes. And here I'm just chilling and having my breakfast. After that, it's time to do some video editing. So I'm editing the video of the day before. I have a little look at the charts to see if we're still on course, if there's no boats around. And I can take the time to open my laptop and start editing the videos for you guys. So open my laptop, you can see it's already 11:15. I download all the videos from my phone. I'm just using my iPhone to shoot all the videos. This one is shot on the Insta360 One Air, like an action camera. But all the other videos I've just shot on my iPhone 12 Pro Max. Then at 11:30 my alarm goes off because this is the 24-hour mark. So every 24 hours I write down how many miles I did. I left at 14:30, but now we're 3 hours early, so now it's 11:30. I look at the mile log on my chart plotter, and I make a little note on my phone. This day we only did 89 miles, so that's not a lot. Mostly because of the day before and the whole night we didn't do a didn't do a lot of speed. We only moved at 3.8 knots average. So yeah, that's even worse than we did in the doldrums. But yeah, wind is supposed to pick up again later today. That's why I already put the mainsail up and jibed it. Yeah, and here we have a fish. So yeah, I have a fish on the line. It's 50 meters of line, so it takes a while to take it in. So here I'm taking it in, and I think this is the third fish or fourth fish of the trip. So yeah, here I get it alongside. It's a nice tuna. So yeah, tuna is always good. So I put on my life jacket to be on the back, because yeah, of course, if you're on the back, you have to be careful. I clip in, and here I'm on the back. I pull in the fish. It's not even that hard to pull in the fish, especially once they get a little bit tired and the boat is not moving that quick, then you can pull them in really easily. I still think fishing rods are a hoax. They just make it look very, very hard. You can just pull a big fish in just by hand pretty easily. I get my hook, and yeah, if you don't like killing a fish, please look away. There's gonna be some blood. So yeah, here I hook the fish. I pull it closer. I prefer to just go straight with the knife to the brain, just behind the eyes, put it in there to kill the fish quickly, and then I cut open the keels to bleed it out. This way I can just bleed it out in the ocean. There's not a lot of blood everywhere on the boat. When I first did this, oh my god, the boat was completely filled with blood everywhere. But now I've learned my technique to have all the blood just straight in the ocean. I put it in a bucket and I let it rest for a little bit, because yeah, even when there's no blood in there and it's brain dead, it will still move a little bit, like there will still be some spasms in there. So yeah, I just move it there, let it rest for a little bit before I fillet it. I don't have any footage of the filleting. You can find videos on YouTube. Unfortunately the camera cut out while I was doing that. But yeah, I just cut off the main slices. I don't gut it, I just cut off the main slices from its back and its belly. And yeah, just throw the rest in. Just a quick check on the sails, but everything is fine. We're not moving quickly, but yeah, we're waiting for more wind to come. So it's time to make some lunch. So I made some lunch here, just some eggs and some avocado. And it was really nice. And yeah, here it's already getting evening. It's already getting dusk. It was a really calm day. Like, we've just been gliding along at around 4 to 4.5 knots. And slowly the wind has been filling in a little bit more. So yeah, that's nice. So yeah, here we're just having a good look around. If there's no ships that we missed. Nothing on the fishing line. And yeah, it's time for a little workout. Once the sun sets, it's actually quite a nice temperature with some wind to do a little workout. And because I'm not moving a lot on the boat, I like to do my workout once a day. Well, I try to do it once a day. So yeah, I take my weight. And yeah, just do some exercises to move around, to get some blood flowing, and yeah, to move around. After the workout, because of course it makes me sweaty, I like to take a shower. So I took a shower after this workout. Yeah, and then I feel fresh again, and I can get ready for bed. I haven't taken a shower every day. I think I'm now up to like, I don't know, 7-8 showers probably. Yeah, so here we got some sashimi from the tuna that we caught today. So I'm opening up some soy sauce, and yeah, here we're cutting up the tuna. There's only a small part of the tuna. I saved the rest. I put most of it in the freezer. I saved some for the day after, for tomorrow, to cook it. But here we're just having a little starter with some sashimi. So it doesn't really get fresher than this. It's only a couple hours old. So yeah, some fresh sashimi. And yeah, it was good. It was good. This is not the perfect tuna for sashimi, I would say. Like, it's yellowfin tuna. It's not the perfect tuna for sashimi, but it's still nice. They use yellowfin tuna a lot for canned tuna, so it's not a bluefin like they would use in Japan, but it's still good. It's still good. So it's time to make some dinner. I already took some yeah, it's like a complete frozen meal. Like I just bought them in the supermarket, and they're really easy on board. So I took that one already out of the freezer in the morning, and yeah, just put it in there, put it in the pan, cook it up. There's not really any rice or anything with it, so I decided to take some wraps. I cut my last tomatoes. Well, still have a couple, but half of them are going really bad. The other ones are getting very soft. So yeah, took a couple before I found two that works. Take out my wraps and yeah, just cook my dinner. You can see the gimbal stove moving. Sometimes I have a look outside, also to cool down a little bit, see if we're still on course. So yeah, then we open up the wraps. I always like wraps, like you can put anything on a wrap and it's pretty good. So yeah, here I have the wrap ready. I just put the food on there. It's some vegetables with some chicken with, yeah, it's quite simple. It was okay. But I like some sauce, so I put some sauce on there, like some taco sauce on there. That makes it nice, like with the wrap and everything. It's a nice combination. So yeah, we have the wrap with the sauce. We fold it. I have more than enough for another one, and I will eat another one. And yeah, I just sit on the couch, get my e-reader. I like to read. And it's time for a new book, so that's nice because I've finished the other one from Bernard Moitessier. I've decided to start reading Kitchen Confidential from Anthony Bourdain. I saw a documentary about it, and yeah, he's just an interesting person. So yeah, that's the book that I'm reading at the moment. I will let you know if I like it and what I like about it. So yeah, that kind of makes the end of the day. So here I'm in bed, just checking the charts again, see where we're moving, if we're still on course, any boats around. Seems to be fine. Like we're only on the last 400 miles, something like that, of the trip. So yeah, only a couple more days and then we should be there. And I grab my phone to check out the weather. I use Predict Wind. I can download the grip files there and yeah, also read them offline. So yeah, I'm checking out the wind. There's supposed to be more wind coming, and yes, it did indeed slowly fill in during the night. And yeah, during the night we were sailing really nicely. So this is my last check before going to bed. You can't see a lot, like it's pretty dark out there, but I'm mostly checking for lights. If I see any lights from a boat that I haven't spotted on AIS, and also if I can spot the boats that are on AIS. So yeah, turning off all the lights. Yeah, and it's time to go to bed. I have my phone as an alarm clock in my bed, so I set the alarm for about every 3 hours. Do a final check of the charts to see if we're still on course. And that's about it. Like I go to bed quite early, like it's around 10:15, because the sun just rises so quickly, or so early. So yeah, that's it for the day. Put my pillows there, turn the light off, and that's it, guys.
If you like this video, please subscribe and follow along. I will try to upload a new one every day for as long as the crossing takes. Enjoy!